Right, so disaster struck. Cast off and cracked off. Okay, good morning. And today we are back on the River Mersey. We are going to test it once again and see if we can strike lucky. Now, there are rumours that there's been cod caught. The water is looking clear. We know recently it's been full of rubbish. People have been having a bit of hit and miss sessions with this one, with pulling rubbish out, United Utilities dumping ground, but we're going to see what we can pull out today. Obviously, last time I was here, we managed to get lucky, we managed to get the ray. Let's see if we can do that twice. Today is going to be a bit of a full house. Behind me, you'll be able to see Tommy there. He's getting himself geared up, ready to launch out. And we will be joined later on by Ruth, Mel, Rich, possibly Grandad's gone fishing, Terry. I'm not sure who else. Might be a bit of a busy day today. But for now, we're all set up. So we're going to go and get cast out. Right, I'm back. Tommy's already had a snap off. That didn't go too well. Right, today's baits, we are going to be using a mix. So, as always, well, I'll say as always, as recently, the pair of growlers, they're both set up. We've got one fishing for the big, one fishing with flappers, just as pickups really, see what's about. There is no specific target in mind. If I can pull a ray again, then I'd be happy. If I could tempt one of these codlings that's apparently been knocking around, then I'll be super happy. So, on the up and over, we're going for a nice mackerel, squid and worm mix. Nice cocktail bound together, elastic on the go for that one. And then over on the up and over, over on the flapper, we're just going for a nice simple worm and squid cocktail on the bottom. We're basically just going to see how it goes. Like I say, I'm not specifically targeting. Today's more of a social and leisure kind of fishing day today. If we catch something good, then I'm going to be super happy. But I'm out. It's a Wednesday and I'm having fun. Let's get these blasted out. Obviously, my work, I work for myself, I do printing, but I rely a lot on delivery companies getting me stock to me so I can get my work done. And instead, I've had 2 weeks of absolute hell with delivery, so time to unwind, chill, have a bit of a social and see how today goes. I'll catch you soon. But we've got tippy tap starting. Now I'll take that, as it's still quite early for the keel tide. I mean, we're on 10 past 12 now. We'll take that as good signs of what's going to be coming. But as we learnt from last time we're here, let's not be too keen, let's not be eager beavers. Let's hold our horses, wait for the big wallop to land, and then we'll start on that one. Right, so this one's come back, a few leaves on it. The weed's actually been okay though, so we can't complain too much on that front. Bait represented, wasn't too bad, but you know, we'll tidy that back up and get that straight back out. So, a couple of little taps on there. I think I might have been a bit too eager. Obviously you are when you first start casting out, you want to be catching. This time we'll give it a little bit of distance, not just splodge it straight in front. A little fishing boat just going by, tiny little thing. I'm hoping he's not going to be pinching my fish, but that's it. The day has officially started. We're all set up. We've still got to wait for the others to turn up. By the sounds of things, the M6 has not been too kind. Unfortunately, it sounds like there's been an accident somewhere along there between Preston and Liverpool. Somewhere along that big stretch there has been an accident, so the other guys all seem to be stuck in there at the minute. Hopefully they manage to get here soon. As for us, we're chilling. So I was a bit too eager there, guys, and obviously it shows. But chance to interact with people, share some knowledge of, you know, different aspects of fishing, what you know, and get it out there. The more people you can get into fishing, the more people whose lives you can change. People start giving up the things in life that, you know, are stressful, unhealthy. Get them into something like this where you're able to mix with different kinds of people, get to know a different community. Getting out, exploring. Because I'll tell you one thing, I didn't do a great deal of exploring before I got into fishing. Before I got into fishing earlier this year, you wouldn't have caught me travelling around the place in my little Nissan Juke, just to see what's knocking around. Right, we're locked, we're loaded. Make sure you check your surroundings though before you go casting out. Last thing you want is to catch people or cause accidents. Off he goes. Obviously, they've got the pincers on them, and they've got pincers right there, and I like to just snip their heads off. And I know people are going to say to me, well, that's a bit cruel. You're fishing. And what it's going to do is stop those pincers from giving me a nasty bite. Now, ideally, I should have my gloves on now because I've got a few cuts on my hands. And ragworm, they've got toxins in the blood. So if you're ever fishing with ragworm and suddenly your hands start going red and a bit funky, that's why. Now I have got cuts on my hands, so we're going to try and wipe my hands off as quick as possible. I say it's not going to be crazy dangerous. You're not going to end up like losing your hand, but it can make your hands go a bit painful and blotchy. Oh, hang on. Oh, I thought I was... Here. We don't want to know what that is. As long as nothing wet goes in his face, I'm sure he'll be all right though. Thank you. Oh, but yeah, these rods have been out a while. Getting tips and taps, but nothing crazy. So it's time to bring them in, get the bait checked. I mean, I'm quite surprised because we've not actually even had any whiting yet. Obviously, it's still early. No, just a little bit of weed. See how much of that we can get in Terry's car. Right, next up on the flapper rig, obviously we've got single rag on the top, and then we're going for a bit of a juicy one. So inside out squid, still with the head, still with all the jelly and goodness. And then one of the rags that's a bit iffy, we're going to string, well, we're stringing that all the way down it. Going to mix that together, and we're going to feed it all together onto the hook, same way as you feed a worm on with your bait needle. Make sure that's secure. Obviously it's on a hooker, but well, it's on a flapper, but that bottom one's a long tracer, so this one could do quite well down there. Well, not a lot seems to be happening. It seems like it might be one of those misses rather than the hits. Obviously fishing in two different styles, but neither of them seem to be having the fish going happy, so see how it goes really. Tommy's having a couple of taps on his. Right, so disaster struck. Cast off and cracked off. Not gone too well, so got another rig on, managed to nick one off Terry, fresh worm going on, and hopefully we can get something going. Tommy's just managed to pull in a place, getting the first fish of the day after we've been here a couple hours, and hopefully we can make something happen now. Right, let's get this out. Right, Tommy was telling me that I've had a bite. Get off it!
Weed!
Oh, for God's sake. Tommy got me dead excited saying that I've got a bloody bite on. There's just weed on the line again.
Hey. Got this big fish that you ain't got.
Just gonna put the hook through your hoodie.
How rude, I've just shared my best pudding with you.
That was the best pudding.
That was best pudding.
Yeah, it was all right.
I didn't see you complaining.
Oh. It all turned into fun and games as soon as the lads turned up. Passes so we don't donk Terry. God's sake. Near enough the full clan's here now though. So we've got me, Terry, Tommy, Mel and Hooker's here as well. We are still waiting on Ruth. She was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Don't know where she's gone. But the antics and the fun started. We've already had the cake shared around and, well, I think that's about as much as we can say about the cake. It's a nice day though. It's pleasant. We're out the house. We're all fishing. So today's a bit of a memorial fishing match as one of the chaps from the fishing community, George, has passed away a couple of days ago. So today's basically a get together, social, for everyone to have a bit of a fishing match and remembrance in his honour. Right, full house now. I don't know if you guys can see me or if the sun's going to be blocking that, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. And it's about how you know where to go fishing. So there's currently a website that you can find called beachspots.co.uk and there's an app in development at the minute. And I've got first hands on it so I can show you. Well, as long as the lighting's all right, I can show you. Let's try and tweak that around a bit. Right, so for beachspots.co.uk and you can go on there and I'm going to show you. So I know it's going to be back to front for you guys and I do apologise for that bit. But you go on, it's a completely free service as well. And it's basically you're all in one. So start exploring free. You have a map of the entire country. Let's see if you got, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I'm going to try my best to show you. Now we've got, obviously everyone needs to know the tide times. Your tide times are on there and if it fills it up too much you just press hide tide times. So for instance where today we are on the River Mersey, you come onto here and you've got two things. You've got one that tells you about the location, the typical things that you'll be finding here, what the parking's like, what the area's like, all the things you need to know to go and fish that spot. What else you can do, you've also got a 48-hour catch report. So people who've been catching specific fish can go and log it. And we can see here, Brunswick in Liverpool on the River Mersey. Oh, hang on, I do apologise. There we are. Codling, 3 pound codling has been caught. Blackened squid as your bait. It was 3 AM high tide. Cold morning, clear conditions at the Brunswick. So this app is going to tell you absolutely everything you need to know about fishing spots around the whole of the UK. That's how we know where to go fishing. So if you're a beginner or an intermediate at fishing, this app is going to be your new best friend. That's one of our little secrets that we have. Don't go telling everyone though. To be fair, it's handy. You're going to know all your tide times. You're going to be able to know all the information you need for different fishing spots. Both rods went absolutely ballistic for a second and I ain't got a clue which rod actually took a bite. And today a white and a big gold. There we are, we're finally caught! Hey! Oh! There we go, double header of whiting. Absolute winner, both swallowed, but that's how it goes. But decent sized. And we're finally catching. Right, we're going to give this a try. We're going to see if we've got fish on. I have noticed that I've kind of bonked the end of my rod, and I might have damaged the tip here. I'm not too sure. We're going to have a quick look in a minute. Hopefully I've not done too much damage to that. Hey, it's another little pecker. Oh, I think this is going to be one of those days where it's a pecker fest. But after how it was starting to go, we'll take that. I'd rather have a pecker fest than have a blank. There we are. Right, I got a copper stopping next to my car here.
Come on, nice big fat skate now.
Oh, right, it's turning into chaos. Everyone's crossing lines, and I'm calling it a day. It's turned into a bit of a pecker fest. The only thing that seems to be being caught.
He's had a couple.
Oh, although I think that's sunk in. It'd be nice if this one was heavy because. Oh God. It'd be nice if this one was heavy for the final cast. You know, that final cast magic, we've seen it happen before.
Right.
But yeah, a bit too light, nothing going on. Nope. Right. Well, that's that. That is going to end up being the end of the session today. I'm losing stuff, I've lost things. But yeah. It's the River Mersey. It's not been as fun as it was last time, but we still caught fish. So we can't really complain, can we? I'm going to get back, try that again. We're going to get packed back down, head back home. M6 seems like it's a bit chaos. Honestly, they're all big kids, big kids, but it's been fun. So today's get together and social fish was all in aid of, in memory of George, who's sadly passed away. So his daughter came down today. We all got a candle. We've all had a good laugh getting together. But seems like it's just going to be a whiting fest. And I've got a long day tomorrow. We've got a family adventure on the go tomorrow, going to Miss Dowson's farm. So keep an eye out for that video if you've got kids and want to be checking out places to go. As for this one though, that's the fishing over. Hope you all enjoy. I'm going to go face some traffic. So that was supposed to be the end of the video. I managed to get back. There's been absolute chaos on the M6. I believe someone's, I don't know, whatever, it'll be in the news. But yeah, we managed to get back home, and as I was on the motorway coming back, I ended up leaving a bit early, leaving all the guys there. And they all started catching all the good stuff. So there was pulling out rays, bull horse, all sorts of crazy stuff. And obviously, you leave early, you miss all the good stuff. So it is. But it was a fun session. We had a good laugh, and it was an absolute good crack. And obviously, it was all in memory of George. So it was a pleasure to meet Anne-Marie, his daughter, and we managed to have a good time, and it was brilliant. So obviously, condolences to the family. Best wishes to everyone. What a day. That's me out.